Hola, mi gente. Welcome to Daily Invocation. If you've not been with us before, my name is Karuna.
My name is Prasad.
We come together on a daily basis to invoke the divine, check in with ourselves, with each other, share tips, practices, or just where we're at. So welcome to the space. I have something on my mind that I want to share today, and it is about sleeping brujas. What does bruja mean, babe?
Yesterday, Karuna Dara came and said, "How about some Bruja?" And I said, "Bruja? What's that?"
No, you said, I don't know what that is, but yes. So Prasad was going through some emotional release that we talked about yesterday, and I heard the call inside of me to use some wisdom that sometimes comes up and very possibly either and or both from my lineage. My paternal grandmother actually was a healer. She studied nursing as a profession, but she also could heal people that had been to doctors and no one else could figure out what was wrong with them. And not a ton of people, but a handful of people. She was really powerful in moving whatever energy had to be released within them. And on the other side of the family, my mom's side, my grandmother never came out and said anything, but I have memories of certain things she did or things she knew. So the sleeping bruja showed up yesterday as a fun way to wonder about yourself and if you identify. And bruja is the feminine term for a witch in Spanish. Brujo would be the masculine, but really it's just because it goes along with Sleeping Beauty. But because gender is fluid and all of it is welcome here, don't let that part of the name limit us in this exploration. So, how do you know if you are a sleeping bruja? For a lot of us, you might have had various moments in time when your intuition was really calling you, was really communicating something to you, and often is, in fact, but you don't always know how to listen to it or how to trust it. Maybe you hear it and you don't totally go 100% with it, different ways that might show up. So, intuition is one of the top identifiers that you might be a sleeping bruja.
Like you were saying, there's the component of hearing it and trusting it. And then, at least for me, frequently the difficulty or challenge of translating it. How to translate our intuition, especially in some cultures that are very doubtful of intuition. Luckily, here at Souls Enterprise, we're all about trusting the intuition. But as we grow that trust, how to translate it, how to communicate with others. So thank you, Karunadera, for this fun wording of sleeping bruja.
Are you a sleeping bruja? I also want to mention that I know there are girlfriends, like I have girlfriends that have known when they were being cheated on. Like you can, check out some memes or funny viral videos about, oh, a woman's sixth sense, right? So I just want to point out it's not just the women, the men have it too.
Brujos, brujos.
Oh yeah, like bros. That sounds like bros. It just could show up in a different way, but that's something else. Like I think Prasad has come to know he really can't get away with anything. And we might at some point do a fun video about what it's like to date a very intuitive person because It'll just come. So that's another way around this intuition piece that it might be expressed, that you might be a sleeping bruja or brujo, is if you just know things. I have another friend, the way that it's expressed for her is she has dreams, scarcely, not like she's having dreams all the time, left and right. But throughout her life, she has had a handful of dreams that came true. So premonitions, I think there's another word, maybe it's a vision that you get. That might be another sign of being a sleeping bruja. And I also want to explain the sleeping part of it, because the reason that these two words showed up together for me is that we have that in us, and most of us aren't utilizing it. So finding out a way to learn how to use those gifts, if you feel so called, and I don't mean it in a way of you have to become a psychic medium. No, I just mean in your daily life, intuitive abilities and these gifts we bring into this world from either other dimensions, other lifetimes, etc., or generationally as well, can be used for everyday modern life to get a raise, to get insights about your colleagues, your coworkers, or clients, whatever world you're living in, to create, right? So, intuition, we lean on a lot for creativity. So, if you're an artist or are a creator, then you might use intuition that way. So the sleeping part of it is that we're not yet utilizing it to or maximizing the potential that we have within us.
Yeah, the word that's coming up is dormant. The dormant abilities that we have that we might not have tapped into. Like we always say at Souls Enterprise, more is possible. More is possible. So accessing some wisdom, some things that we haven't necessarily accessed before, what great opportunities to come together and practice and check in with each other.
So maybe tomorrow we'll do a how to, some little tiny simple exercises, because this is kind of the conceptualization of it and the verbal parts of just understanding what might be going on for you, and asking my ask is that you check in with yourself and wonder about where you are on the spectrum of being a sleeping brujo bruja. Thank you.
Thank you, brujos and brujas.
Pura vida.